morning, everybody.
Oh, Harry! Oh, yeah, Harry!
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop broadcasting. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
I think we should have quit about 20 years ago.
That's okay. I've been listening since 10. I can't make anything out of it.
What am I counting? What do I know? We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid? Go over there this afternoon. Throw your worm in the water. See how that works out.
Throw your worm in the water means something different in Los Angeles.
Well, it means about the same thing here in Kenosha. Wow. Things haven't changed.
That's what I'm saying. I can't make heads or tails. Which part is which?
Was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway, right?
Get through what you got to get through, Scott.
This program is a real challenge.
Good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the July 21st edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. We are coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP, streaming live somewhere.
Around.
Somewhere.
Sturdivant.
Yeah.
Right.
Across the Foxconn airways of the valley, yeah. Booming across the damp and dreary, drizzly cornfields. But now the sun's out.
For a brief moment in time.
For a brief moment. Yeah, the Midwest, we're reaching out to over 1.4 million listeners residing here in the Tri-County area. You know how we always, the new weather thing is if you want to get rid of a drought, you know what you do? Have Country Thunder come to town.
Right.
Every single year.
Without fail.
We are being brought to you by this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. With us this morning, my personal relationship advisor, who was still challenging Donald the Tweeter Trump for the coveted Corbell Peace Prize. Elmo Schneider is in the house. See, I remembered your name today.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Good.
I'm here firmly ensconced in the brand new and improved WLIP chair of death. After Wayne explained to me that nothing works here. So if the chair of death would actually worked, I would be dead.
I was wondering why they have this new skit of duct tape sitting out here in the hallway. Is that a John Perry special? Was he aware that he almost died? I mean, he was on the verge of...
I failed to watch the video replay in slow motion to see how Elmo could have died. I was on this side. There's screens in the way for a very good reason.
Right. He's my relationship advisor. Maybe I should worry
You
about
probably
that.
should have killed him long ago then.
I have consulted my legal team about this to see if I could sue Alpha Media about my horrible injuries that I incurred.
You're
last
walking
week.
with a limp?
But they said since it's paid broadcasting, I can only sue Allen Broadcasting for it. So,
yes. Good luck with that. Stand in line.
They're proposing a settlement. I hope you take it. It's a can.
Here it is.
It's a can of Keystone and a shot of Corbell, and that's.
So we're settling out of court?
Yeah, it's only
$10,000
in legal fees for this. Okay.
I'll sign on to that. I'll sign on everything else. Also with us this morning, my boyhood hero, our video coordinator, the love doctor slash cabana boy, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude.
It's rumored that he's actually an android from another planet.
Yeah.
So we're going to be looking at
when is that,
today.
next weekend?
No, that's this weekend.
Oh, this weekend?
Yeah, yep.
You got those 15 antennas, and we got some music. What did you tell Wayne?
No, we didn't have time.
Okay.
No, I've actually obtained a cranial X-ray of Spider Ron.
Cranial X-ray. Oh yeah, that one. I know that one. Alcohol might have played a part in that deal, from what I understand. He had his hair down.
Oh yeah.
He almost looked like a young Jesus Christ in the early years.
Not much cabaning with this weather.
Well, no. Up until the well, you know what? When you go home to the motherland on the mothership, Elmo and I are going to come over and lifeguard and safeguard your pool.
Ooh, okay.
So
beam us up, Ronnie.
Beam us up, Ronnie.
Jim beam us.
Can we use your man cave? That lady that lives there, she's not going to cause us any problems. Is
No,
it?
she'll probably party with you
Uh-oh.
Gonna make her a June bug casserole. How about that?
Yeah.
with Goldschlager.
Yeah. How about the one that you were supposed to make? Is that the one you're talking about with the tater tots?
Yeah. Throw some.
No. There's some June bug history there.
Uh-uh.
That's the.
Let's see.
What about the guy over there?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
He's on
thought-
another page.
Really, I'm inconsequential. I'm just here to
Well,
hit the buttons. It's okay.
I'm trying to keep him on program today. So.
Keep him on track. Right. Good
Hey,
luck. Good
I
luck.
checked and I double checked. I have 10 top 10.
You're sure?
I think.
Maybe.
I think.
They're not still on the printer in the middle of an Excel spreadsheet, are they?
You know what happens is I
No excuses here. Come on.
Right.
I start and then I get called away and then I go back and then I sometimes have a lapse of memory during the middle of the day because of the sun. I've been out in the golf course too hot,
Right.
long, and it's been too hot, and so then I forget to do this, and you know what happens?
Right.
People forget.
I gotcha.
That's
You
why
know,
I have
it happens.
erasers on my pencil.
That's that lapse memory between 3 o'clock and 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, don't. If you're a Kenosha news reporter, don't call me during those times. Hey, are you still up for Husband of the Year?
I think so, yeah. I haven't seen the official nomination sheet, but, I'm hoping.
I hope Mr. Carmichael, when he was here last week, was a role model to you.
Oh, for sure.
He he had to cancel his thing last night because the
Oh, did
weather
they?
was weather
Yeah.
related. I mean, it was pouring down during yesterday.
was it?
Yesterday afternoon's production meeting, and you know what? I asked the lady bartendress or whatever you want to call her, server, that if we got stranded on the deck, who was they going to see about sleeping arrangements? And she pointed to Elmo.
Put into Elmo, your relationship advisor?
Yeah.
Scott, there's a great place for you right underneath the 50th Street Bridge.
Yeah, that's going to take
Things
see
to
what-
look forward to.
Irish Ruth, and away we go. I saw her at a festival. Where did I see her? It was at Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel.
Yeah. I saw her, and
Yeah, I heard you were out at Mark Carmel. I was talking to Pete. He said he saw you out there.
I thought that was him.
Yeah,
he sat right across from me.
Yeah, he said he saw you, and something about a special lady friend? I don't know.
No,
No?
he was
No,
delirious. There
he was seeing things? There was just some lady next to you,
no, that was
completely unrelated.
No. Yeah, we were not related, and we were just.
I would hope not. I'm sure there's rules against such things.
It was Spider Ron and Drag. Actually, so that's it.
He was wearing the red dress and the boots.
I have this new phone that I've had for a couple of years, and I used to call
this
in.
new phone you've had for a couple of years?
Yeah.
So
well,
it's
I
new
used
you.
to call in on Mondays and to Pete and
Yeah.
text him my promo.
Okay.
But I got this new deal, and so I'm off a little bit.
Well,
So-
we knew that, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I saw him. So he was supposed to get back to me, send me an email, give me the menu on how to do this. So
Oh, okay.
we'll be back in the program mode, hopefully this
At
next
some
week.
point, yeah. Maybe next week.
Oh, this week, yeah.
This week?
Also this week, the Kenosha Today Secret Word Challenge is sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services, and the Kenosha Today Brain Trust has pre-selected this morning's secret word, and the first caller to say it will win a $20 Boathouse gift card. And then coming up after 10:30, Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy. You know, we should take that and have a festival, City in Jeopardy festival. Have a couple bands, Billy Goat and the Four Milkers, rent out a stage just like Frank Carmichael does. And we could probably get to it. Have a dozen people show up for that. We don't give any prizes. You want to show up for that, Wayne?
What?
The City in Jeopardy.
I'm busy that day.
A City in Jeopardy marathon.
Oh, yeah, I'm busy that day.
I haven't announced when it is.
I know, I've got plans.
And then after 11 o'clock, like I said, I do have 10.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And this is the top 10 signs your neighbor's a spy.
Uh,
You know, there's been, the Trumpster's been in the news.
like every day.
Yeah. I think you're going to beat him out for the Corbell Peace Prize because, you know, he's not.
Well, number
doing
one, he
well.
doesn't drink. So
Well, how do you know that?
He said if his
because he
weather-
doesn't.
Well, he ought to. Sounds like he has on some occasions. And then, of course, we're going to play a little Stump the Chumps and let one of our lucky listeners get an opportunity to see if they are actually smarter than the chumps that sit here in this studio every Saturday. You know, we didn't get a chance to play that last week when Frank was here, and I feel really bad about that, and I'm sure he does too. He's probably just heartbroken.
I'm sure.
He just didn't want to be a chump.
Well, he's not a chump. It's just the name of the gig, you know.
Right.
Yeah. And then we're going to have our weekly editorial. You got your zinger ready?
Oh, yeah.
And what were we playing today? As the what turns?
As the rocket turns.
Oh, it's the rocket
It's
turns.
supposed to be an outer space show today because we have the blood moon and the dog days of summer, which is related to outer space. And Mars is closer to Earth than it has been in a long time. And we have Spider-Man from another planet. Come on.
So if that one lady...
To the moon, Alice! Bang! Zoom!
So if that one lady that calls us and said she couldn't figure us out and this show is a challenge, wait till she gets into this thing.
That's right.
High five zingers and doofuses. And then it gets better tomorrow.
Oh, but how could it get better?
Because we're going to replay this, right?
Oh, yes, we are.
You know, there was a... I'll take this call and then if I can remember the story, I'll tell you.
Let's see.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Good morning.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Hello.
Hey, when the mothership comes down to get Spider-Man, you're going to take off with him?
Maybe, yeah. I could use a vacation.
Oh, you're not coming back.
Not coming back.
Well, how long would it take? It'd take a couple years to...
Spider-Dome.
Yeah, you'll be the queen of Spider-Dome.
That's it.
There you go.
And then
It was
we'll be...
nice to talk to Frank Carmichael last week. It was fun.
Yeah, he was a great guest.
He was.
You know,
But I
Shirley.
watched it on TV, and you know what?
What?
Scott and Frank, you look a little alike.
Well, he's glad to hear that.
No,
Poor
you
Frank.
do. I had to look twice.
You know, I meant to tell him, you know, we were only a couple years difference in high school. I think he was a sophomore when I was a senior. And I meant to tell him this last week. First day of school, all the jocks are sitting in the Tremper Commons there, and this short little guy, skinny guy with a suit on and a briefcase goes walking through. And all the jocks are going, who's that guy? And I said, that's named Frankie Carmichael. He's going to be the next manager of the Beatles. And I think had Brian Epstein not been here, he might have made it.
Yep. He was close.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
close. Hey, Shirley,
Yeah.
some bad news, or actually some good news. Representative Tim Ryan said marijuana should be legal in all 50 states. And he's from, where's he from? He's in Ohio. You know, 70,000 Ohioans are behind bars, 15th highest incarceration rate. But this will be a boom for you. Forget Foxconn.
Yeah,
We
right.
legalize this, you're going to have shipping and marketing, and of course, we'll let you advertise here. What's the name of your business? Shirley's Weed. Shirley's Weed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it'd be better than Foxconn. Yeah, more people, everything. That'll be something.
Yeah, then Lenny Palmer can beat up on you instead of Foxconn.
Now, Shirley, I'm wondering, can you come up?
Foxconn.
Shirley, can you come up with a recipe for pot-infused apple pie? That's right.
For what?
Pot apple pie.
Hot apple pie?
Pot apple pie. Marijuana-infused apple pie.
Queen of dope, and she doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well,
Oh, I do.
you know,
It's
sampling
hard
a
to hear
product.
you guys.
It's hard to hear
It
us.
really is. It's hard to hear you.
Well, just don't talk so much. Listen to us. Hang on to
Hot
every word.
apple pie. Oh, sure, I could do that. Yep.
Well, get back to us when you got a recipe, because
Just make us one.
make us one, because we don't want to put this out to the public. We will be a taste tempter for you.
Ingestibles.
By the way, the Wisconsin Grill Games is coming up. I think it's next weekend.
They renamed it, though.
Oh, not the Grill Games. I'm sorry. The Taste of Wisconsin is next week.
Yep.
And so we'd be glad down and let everybody have a taste of Wisconsin.
Shirley's.
Yeah, we'll have our own little booth.
Right.
So mix up a big batch, will you?
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, you know, voters in Michigan, Arizona, are also in Missouri, Arizona, Nebraska, and Utah are all going to the ballot this November to legalize marijuana. And here's the studies that legalizing marijuana could save $7.7 billion in law enforcement and incarceration costs, not to mention creating 782,000 jobs.
Right.
So forget Foxconn with their lousy 13. We're out. We're
Right,
big numbers.
right.
Hey, look at K-Dog.
Yeah, we got to look at him. All right, what are we going to? What about him?
Well, no, he sells those units for the marijuana greenhouses out on the West Coast.
That's right.
his,
Oh, yeah, that's a true story. That's why Modina's climbing the ladder. Their stock is way up there. So apparently the ending of this article is the war on drugs failed the American people. No kidding. Anyway, anyway Shirley, so...
are you all right after your accident with the broken chair?
Well, Elmo's, he's in a neck brace, and he's got his leg duct taped here.
I have a huge team of lawyers investigating the remedy for this. So I'm in the new one. The problem is Wayne says this one's going to work, so it'll kill me. So that's
the idea.
Nothing works here in Studio A. If it would have worked, the other one would have worked, I would have been killed last week.
You know, when we came in, Frank Carmichael came in last week, and we only had these 3 microphones. He was a little devastated.
I know.
He couldn't understand.
His studio
has 5. Yeah, it's far more luxurious than this thing here. Okay.
Well, why don't we just go do our show with him?
Oh, yeah, he'd love that.
Him and the missus.
Hey, maybe we could put a studio in Barter Manor. How about that? We could broadcast.
No, we're pretty well booked. Where would we put it?
Right next to the cheap vodka that you have there. Okay.
From Chata.
I'm never going to live that one down. I had a tech support guy come over one morning.
Sure.
And it was 9, and he looked a little nervous. I don't want to mention his name, Elmo. But
right.
Anyway, he says, "Can I have a little bracer?" So I gave him a little bracer, and he actually had 2 until he found out the good stuff. I just took whatever, on the bottom of the shelf.
Sure.
What am I supposed to do?
You've been hiding this the whole time. You got good stuff here and there. Okay.
Well,
give me the rot gut.
Yeah.
It got you over the hump there, didn't it?
Yeah, I fixed your computer, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Shirley. Well, thank you for always.
I'll be listening to you tomorrow at noon, and then on Tuesday at 5, and Wednesday at 6.
You really don't have a life, do you?
Shirley, you got to find something better to do with your time. I'm telling you, dear.
Yeah, I mean,
after the
I
one
have a
shot,
lot to do. I just squeeze this in the radio.
Squeeze it in where you
sure.
can. Right.
You know how many times a woman has told me that? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
All right. Well,
squeeze it in.
Yeah. Went right over his head right away there. Well, Spider Ron's looking forward to seeing you on the mothership when you guys go. So if we don't talk to you next week,
we understand.
You're only 450 light years away.
George Clinton's
you know where we are. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
See you, Shirley. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
No, so is George Clinton driving the mothership? Doesn't he fly that thing down to?
I would hope
Bootsy.
so.
Bootsy's in charge of the mothership. So that's.
Let's see. I think we discussed most of this. But that
daughter Judy.
Yeah.
Did you see? What's the house that was it the Brady Bunch? It's being on the market for like over $1 million.
Oh, wow.
Well, the one that were 16 Candles was shot down in one of the North Chicago burbs.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd sell my house for $1.5 million.
Yeah, it was just sold down there.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't think they got a whole lot because it's just the way property values are.
All right. So anyway, Spider, when you leave, the astronomers say the nearby star, it's only 450 light years away from the Earth. Why would you want to go there? I mean, there's nothing there, but doesn't even look like they sell. There's no boathouse, there's no view or anything there. So, anyway, that's another waste of 30 seconds right there.
Oh, yeah. I can see why this song makes sense now.
It's the crappiest show on radio, the crappiest show I know. It's the crappiest show on radio, the crappiest show I know. There's no other word to describe the show, so that's what I'm telling you so. It's the crappiest show on radio, the crappiest show I know.
Well, thank you for enlightening our listeners with that.
Good. All right.
And hard to believe we're not up for an Emmy.
Oh, or a Marconi Award, yeah.
Marconi, no. Emmy is for television, Scott.
Oh, right. Well, this skin's up on television. Yeah. Well, what's?
Well, no, you have
Marconi is the radio shows, right?
Right.
What do we
Can be.
What do we have to do? Just send in the application, $50, and we
fill out an application. Bring your knee pads, and you'll be able to work something out with the head honchos there at the Marconi Awards.
Well, getting back to Elmo's traumatic injury, I really felt bad because he was sitting there on the floor bleeding, just the blood just shooting out all over the place.
That's why I've got these screens here, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I thought the paperwork.
Somebody else called 911, and somebody else said, "Why?"
What's the number?
John Perry. We didn't call him. We didn't let him know, did we? Or did we?
No.
Somehow I think he was listening.
Oh boy. Well, he'll be coming next week and cleaning out his. Vacuuming the floor and getting the blood stains out of here again. Here's an article.
Oh, hey.
A nude cyclist spotted on 101 in San Jose.
With or without a seat?
Well, that is just so wrong.
Maybe not.
Oh, maybe he enjoys it.
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be a serious article. There,
Oh.
I guess not.
Oh, okay. Sorry, serious.
Well, it starts with it's against California law to ride a bike without a helmet. So he's riding it without a helmet, and he's riding it without anything else on. But he does have a seat here.
Okay, well, that's good.
He's riding on Highway 101, whatever that is. Occasionally, I guess you can. It's possible to, as long he's going to get a violation because he doesn't have a helmet.
So as long as he's got a helmet, he's okay?
I guess so.
All right. Good to know.
And the unfortunate part, he's riding a men's bike. So if he hits
As
a pothole,
opposed to a woman's bike?
he could be in serious trouble.
Yep.
He could be in serious trouble. I don't think this guy thought this out too good. Here's a guy. Probably should have read this before. I guess I didn't. I don't know what that is.
So much for proofreading. Squirrel!
There's some show prep for sure right there. Okay.
This does not give me high hopes on the top 10, I'll be honest.
I'll show you guys.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hey, in San Antonio,
Very nice town.
This couple is on her way. She's going to have a baby, you see.
Oh,
I
didn't see, but okay.
All of a sudden, they have an emergency.
It's the Chick-fil-A
Yeah,
story,
so
right?
they go into a Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
and the husband delivers the baby. So what happens is Chick-fil-A gives this kid, which they nickname Baby Nugget,
Okay.
they give him free dinners for life.
For life.
Well, that was nice of him.
So what do you think?
That's like the train ride, the kid that was born on the train out in, what was it, France you were talking about last week before? That he gets to ride for free for most of his life, yeah.
And here I
Except
was,
that Captain Mike has to be the engineer.
yeah,
Poor
good luck.
bastard, yeah.
What'd you call him?
I said the poor kid, the poor bastard.
And
Now,
here,
how do you know the kid was a bastard?
no, he's
How do
talking
you know
about
he
Mike.
wasn't? Either way.
And here I am.
It is France after
Here's
all.
my gripe. I was born in a hospital, and look what I get: my own radio show, and I a two-time failed mayoral candidate.
I know, right?
And I was born the legitimate way.
Right.
So,
I've heard rumors you're going to run again.
yeah, I'd be 70 years old, and I don't want to give up my golf unless the new mayoral, what do you call it, the job description includes golfing every day.
Well, I mean, if you follow the president's, model, then golfing is perfectly acceptable.
I can have a hooker, right? Like Stormy Daniels?
I'm sure you could have a couple two-tree.
Two-tree?
Couple two-tree.
Elmo, now you want to be a city administrator, right?
I was just going to say something, but I better hold back on this.
Good.
one.
So to go along with this baby thing, this one gal, this is in Germany. This gal's 36 years old, Sarah Schmid, has 6 kids. She's only 36. So she gave birth to her kid.
Come on.
Huh?
That's nothing.
6 by 36, one every 6 years.
Well, it
Whenever
depends
that
when she
works
starts.
out, yeah.
But she has her own, handles her own birthing.
Okay.
She goes out in her backyard. There's a picture of her sitting by their kid's slide.
Yeah.
And she's sitting on one of those big exercise balls,
There it is.
and she's
Sure.
popping it out. Yeah. And then what she does, she films this somehow and puts it up on YouTube. 1.4 million people watch this, including her kids.
It's probably the same people that listen to our show.
It's amazing what we,
1.4 million.
Scott, it's amazing what we can find on YouTube, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't call anybody from the Kenosha Police Department because you're going to be up on YouTube. But let me tell you, but I don't think YouTube and social media was meant for that. But I guess you can put anything on YouTube these days.
I'm sure there's certain restrictions, but yeah.
Well, here's a gal giving birth with all the details.
Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know. I don't know if that's the proper place for this, but I think I think what she ought to do is stay away from men. 6
You
kids
think
at
so?
36 is
Fine German girl.
Yeah, fine German girl. Octolieber. Let me read this here, and then we'll go to our break.
All right.
Because this is basically to all of our business owners out there, and they're having trouble filling jobs. And what better way... What is that?
It's the theme
from
to
Lost in
Space. I almost said it's a Lost in Space, Spider Dome,
Okay.
Mars, blah, blah, blah. So ruffling up some random stuff.
I got to get out of the house more often.
Maybe.
Was this on in the 60s?
Probably.
Oh, well, I was lost in space then.
Yeah,
so-
see, different kind of space, though.
Didn't you lust after June Lockhart there? Okay.
Oh, wasn't that June Lockhart? She was in
Petticoat Junk.
Petticoat Junk? No. June Lockhart.
The doctor.
She was?
Yeah, towards the end of
But she was on a different show. Too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
she was
Lassie.
in.
She was the mom, and she was Timmy's mom, and Lassie. That was it.
She fell down the well.
I cried when they shot old. Oh, that was Old Yeller, not
Different,
Lassie. Sorry,
different dog show altogether.
We have a call there, Wacky Wayne, before I get myself in too much trouble here.
Before you start the show.
Screwing
Got
around
it.
here.
All right.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
This is Ganga from Libertyville,
Oh, it can only be.
and I am advising your audience you might as well shut the radio off now that Shirley has called in. The highlight of the radio programming.
Well, I thought you were the highlight. We're trying to build up the act here.
Certainly not.
Certainly not.
Shirley is the most wonderful human being on the planet Earth.
Gunga, you been drinking already this morning?
Yes, I have. Thank you for noticing.
Hey, she's going to make one of these pies that has pot pies.
A pot pie.
A pot pie. I mean, a real pot pie. Are you in? You want some?
No, certainly. However, I also have the Shirley calendar, the monthly calendar she's put out in her bikini and swimsuit edition.
What is she dressed in? This is July. What does she look like in July?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I'm sure it's very patriotic.
So,
Oh, yes, red, white, and blue polka dots.
you two got a thing going?
Yes.
What kind of thing is this? I mean, is it something you want to talk about on the radio?
Well, I don't want you to get aroused.
It's probably better that you don't tell him then.
So,
Yes.
so Gunga, since Earth is doomed, will you and Shirley get on a spaceship with Spider Ron and go to another planet to start a new human civilization there?
Yes, Spider Ron sounds very sexy to me. He may be my new love life. I'm
Well, no,
going
it's
the
you
other
and
way, gentlemen.
No, he's just the pilot, like Captain Mike used to drive the
Oh,
train.
that's what they
So
call them now.
you and Shirley will go there and start a new human population just from the two of you on another planet.
Oh.
Oh, a threesome sounds delightful.
Hey, I got to ask Spider. Hang on, Gunga. When you go out to the mothership, does he get to take his camel? Yeah, camel.
Merrier.
And if you want to bring
And some
your
goats, too.
goats too, to start life over again.
Oh, the pilot will enjoy the goats.
So,
I keep Shirley all to myself.
what's new in the world of Gunga?
What's new?
Yeah, what's new?
I'm looking forward to that pot pie. Let's see what else. I love to talk about Shirley, and I'm drunk.
Not in that order.
Certainly not, because I'll be drunk Monday through Friday next week. I'm on vacation.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. What do you do for a living?
He has the donut shop.
I make the donuts. I violate the donuts. I inspect the donuts, and what else?
I think we get it. So, hey, next week is the Taste of Wisconsin. You're going to come up and with your camel and taste Wisconsin.
Where might that be held?
Down the lakefront.
In Kenosha?
Yeah,
Kenosha.
by the harbor, by the little
Oh,
east of the
that sounds
museums. Yeah, good.
Yes, I'll pick Shirley up, and we'll have that threesome early.
Well, once you, what about your wife, your ninth wife?
She'll
Would
be
you
okay.
want? Oh yes, the number 9. Yeah, she's got a boyfriend.
She got a boyfriend. She gave up on you already?
Certainly, they usually do it in the first 24 hours to 6 months. Kind of like your record.
Yeah. All right, Gunga. Well, I hope.
Well, you have a wonderful day, gentlemen, and make the company some money.
Forget the company. This guy's on his deathbed here. He falls off a chair.
It's all about the lawsuit.
It's all about the lawsuit.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you need a good lawyer, Numbnuts Patel is your man.
Okay, all right.
Thanks, Gunga.
All right, Gunga.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, I wanted to say that this was the July 21st edition,
It's true.
but I guess Gunga kind of overshadowed that deal.
Or you did. I mean,
All
you
right,
could have rolled your thing, and Gunga would have been there. But
Yeah.
that's
That's
okay.
all right. No.
However you want to do it.
Yeah. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of fans who have signed up and liked us on Facebook. We're current with all our shows, right? Are we, Spider?
Oh no, I just got the thing.
Oh, okay.
We have the one from way before he went on vacation. So,
Oh, well, notice how the public outcry is calling in. Where are
that's
they?
right.
I'm looking at you, Spider. Good morning, you're in Kenosha today.
This is Joe from Kenosha.
Yeah, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Shirley's my girlfriend, not but Gunga's.
Uh-oh.
I said.
The love triangle.
Yeah.
You should have her call back and say, who does she like the most?
Oh, Joe. Why are
You're
you
cheating.
I don't know if you want the answer to that.
What makes you think that she likes you more than Gunga?
Well, because I always give her a kiss every time I see her.
What do you think Gunga gives her?
It's probably better if we don't answer that, Joe. Don't answer that.
Hey, Gunga's got a camel. You know what?
Yeah.
What do you have?
Yeah, what do you got that trumps a camel?
Well, it's a Fiat.
Well,
It's about the same thing.
yeah.
Like some fiat currency,
Only,
or
only
what
the
is
Fiat doesn't spit, so ideally.
Well, Joe, thanks for throwing gas on this fire. And why don't you guys just you and Gunga are gentlemen, and why don't you just go together as a threesome, so to speak?
Oh, that could work.
He seemed
You have
like
to
he
have
was interested
Shirley
in that.
though.
What's that?
You have to have Shirley call in and ask if that's okay, or she might just have one guy.
Well, forget what she wants. You guys make up the rules as you go along here. So make
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
decision.
Yeah, we keep them making them up where we're going. Yeah.
Okay, Joe. Well, good luck with that theory.
All right.
All right.
Well,
Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
See you, Joe.
Now, Scott, I'm seeing a show in the future, which we had done in the past, like the dating game.
What are we going to put Shirley?
gonna put
Electronically alter her
we're gonna-
voice, or
No, we'll have Shirley in a poodle skirt out there, and we'll have Gunga and Joe
in his turban, and Joe
and
in a.
we'll have to find a third bachelor.
We'll put Joe in a Cubs hat. Hey, Captain Mike,
Yeah.
with
there
his
we
little
go.
orange stocking cap. Anyway, we are brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Again, joining us, my relationship advisor, Elmo Schneider,
Good morning.
and also Prince Harry's role model on his way back to the motherland. Love Dr. Cabana Boys.
Mother Planet.
Mother Planet, yeah. And, of course, engineering and board operating. The Kenosha train wreck this morning. Wacky Wayne here. Hey, do you ever get calls or emails like, how do you do this on Saturday?
No.
Nobody
even notices that I do it. I don't know why.
You'd think they'd be concerned for your safety
You'd
and
think,
your welfare.
right?
Also, no one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. And if you win,
No, I'm looking at this. Will we accept this? You put a
plural.
on there.
Yeah, we will.
We'll accept the singular
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
of
right,
that?
right.
Okay.
Is it spelled correctly? I was wondering about that.
Who knows? Does
I
it?
believe it is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we think I'm a total stoop here.
Well, I don't know. You like to add extra letters for grins and giggles.
My mother always said, throw in an extra vowel, it never hurts. But if you miss it, then see.
Right, then it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you happen to mention the secret word, we're going to send you a $20 Boathouse gift card. And like we said, this show is being recorded for training purposes. And
Why are we getting a replacement?
no, for training for
for
the
who?
next schmucks that want to come
Oh,
in here and,
okay.
No, it's being recorded to put up on YouTube.
yeah.
Possible litigation.
You have to file a public records request to do that.
Gotcha.
And thanks to Elmo, you can find the Kenosha Today Show 365 days a year, 24 up on YouTube. And then, hey, after 11 o'clock, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category, and I think I got 10. The top 10 signs your neighbors.
Just don't skip.
You were very confident 30 minutes ago. Now your confidence level is waning. I'm
Well, wait a
starting
minute.
to worry.
Okay, just a second. I just want to check because I think I did 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes!
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah. And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest on WLP within the last 60 days. We will now clear the phone lines, and I'm going to read the question, which, as everybody knows, is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question. You then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from. After that, you will hear the ding. And the first caller to correctly answer the question wins a Kenosha Today $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. Open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., featuring weekly lunch and dinner specials. And enjoy a beautiful waterfront view and stop in for their big Saturday and Sunday morning breakfast and Bloody Mary specials, beginning at 7 a.m. until noon. And if you're planning a party or a banquet, call Joyce, 262-654-9922, or you can find them on the web at boathousekenosha.com. Here's the very sophisticated question. What is the number 1 attraction at this year's Country Thunder? A, Kenosha Today's band Billy Goat and the Four Milkers Breaking Wind. B, Captain Mike riding the mechanical bull in the mosh pit. Or C, Sheriff Dave Beth dressing up as Peter Barker in the dunk tank. First caller, 262-694-1050. Number 1 attraction at this year's Country Thunder. A, Kenosha Today's band Billy Goat and the Four Milkers Breaking Wind. C, Captain Mike riding the mechanical bull in the mosh pit. Or C, Sheriff David Beth dressing up as Peter Barker in the dunk tank. We have a caller. Good morning, on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. I'm here to play the quiz game.
Who are we talking to?
This is Mark from Kenosha.
Mark, I don't care where you're from.
Yes, we do.
I've always wanted to do that. Okay, Mark. Is it Marcus? Can we call you Marcus for?
You can call me that.
Okay.
Just don't confuse me with Father Marcus.
Oh.
Nobody wants.
He's a man of the cloth.
Yeah, what kind of cloth?
So what religion are you?
Oh, I'm Catholic.
Oh, well, you fit right in. Have you ever sinned?
I don't think so.
Well, then what the hell are you calling here for?
Well, every Sunday he gets absolved of sin. That's the whole point. It's
that's why
okay.
that's why they have confession.
That's my next question.
How long have you ever had to make a confession? I know somebody. It's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's just a good day.
Yeah, you can make reservations for hours at a time.
Do you make house calls? Can you bring your red panel truck down to the boathouse parking lot and hear my confession through the window?
Well,
I don't think I'm qualified.
No, he makes confession. He doesn't.
Oh.
Confession.
Well, sure, you're qualified. Do you drink beer?
Yes, I drink beer.
Okay, that's a qualification. All right, Mark. Here's the number 1. What is the number 1 attraction at this year's Country Thunder? A, Kenosha Today's band Billy Goat and the Four Milkers Breaking Wind. B, Captain Mike riding the mechanical bull in the mosh pit. Or C, Sheriff David Beth dressing up as Peter Barker in the dunk tank. Mark.
Sheriff Beth dressing up as Peter Barker in the.
That is a correct answer. Well, Mark, not only are you man of the cloth, today you get to brag because you've just been named the smartest person in all of Kenosha.
All right.
We're not sure about tomorrow, but so we're going to send you out this $25 gift letter. And are you married?
I'm not married.
Oh, who are you going to bring? You're just going to bring the money and...
I don't know. I got to think about it. I got some choices.
Well, you want me to get Irish Ruth on the line?
Yeah, I'll consider her.
Have you ever
seen her?
Have you seen her?
I said I'd consider her.
No. Have you seen her?
No.
Yes, I've seen her.
Oh, okay. Well, there's also Shirley.
Yeah.
And we've got
well, you already got Gunga Good and Shirley.
Yeah. Well, hey, we were looking for a third. We were going to play the dating game, and we got Gunga, Captain Mike, and now we got you. And we'll let Shirley
And
pick
Joe.
the winner and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, that's it.
So, okay, Mark, off the air, he's going to Wacky Wayne's going to get your name, address, phone number, and I'll get this out to you. And if you can't bring a girlfriend, you got a girlfriend?
I don't at this time.
And if anybody listens to this, that's why we don't say your last name. You'll never have a girlfriend.
Right.
But are you opinionated like us?
I got my opinions. I don't really express them, though.
Oh, Mark, come on, man. You're killing me here. All right.
I express them in the voting booth.
Well, we don't, okay. Good luck with that. Anyway, off the air, he's going to get this for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the road.
Show up at a production meeting any day that ends in Y from 3 until 4:30 down at.
Sounds good.
And we'll set you up with somebody.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Won't we?
Well, we can.
You can do that. I don't do that.
Yeah, good.
I don't do that.
Recruiting. We got to.
Here, you want to do Pete's? You get your glasses on.
Get my glasses on.
Well, I gotta send a text here.
You're in trouble.
Or an opinion on something, because it's been a slow news thing in Kenosha. Not much going on.
Yeah,
it always is in this.
I mean,
you haven't
slow
done
news
anything
everywhere.
worth being on the front page anymore, huh? No wonder it's slow news. Get out there and do something, Scotty. What the heck?
I didn't try to do something the first time around.
Well,
I've been exonerated.
Just have somebody make some stuff up about you. That seems to be a popular thing.
Well, they all do.
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
now only on social media.
That's right. You can find things that if I only did a fraction of what this character thinks I did and puts on social media, geez, I'd be up there in Hugh Hefner land with Al Capone.
Well,
Jesus.
It's good to have goals.
Yeah, well.
You're not financing any payoffs to some hookers through your legal team, are you? So,
I'm trying to get Stormy Daniels as a guest.
Yeah? How's that working out?
Well, she's been on. So I heard she's playing in Vegas. I think I didn't cut that out, but
no, I did see it. She's like in Bangor, Maine.
Oh yeah, Bangor. But would I be interested in a gal? No way would I do anything like that. Oh, so you're going to look it up where she is?
I'll find out. Maybe next week she can swing by.
Yeah, don't leave it up to Elmo to bring in a news bunny or weather bunny.
We were down at a production meeting, and somebody asked Scott if he was ever part of academia, and I said, well, he got that one time, but the doctor gave him some penicillin and told him to wear a condom next time, so that was it.
Okay, Elmo. Thanks for sharing that with everybody. Of course, everybody knows you're just kidding.
Well, it's academia. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Now see, forget the.
Why are you looking at your phone?
Because I'm getting hate mail.
Oh, it's probably one of your lady friends.
What's new about that? Come on.
Take a call.
I don't know. Do I want? Yeah, let's talk to this guy. I've
Okay.
talked to him forever.
All right. Good morning. You're in Kenosha. Hello. Who's this?
Hello.
Hello there,
There he
Mr. Potter.
is.
How are you today?
Oh, very fine. Thank you for asking.
Oh, my God.
Is this little Anthony?
We were just talking about you. We thought you might have died and went to heaven or something.
Or wherever else you go.
I heard that you're planning to run for mayor because no one has ever ran for mayor and lost 4 times in a row.
No, three.
Three,
It's
come on.
only 3.
Three.
That's what I heard.
I'm only a 2-time loser.
Oh, 2 times.
Why is that so
Sorry
funny?
about
It's not that.
It's the little things that bring joy.
Yeah. So,
How are you guys doing? It's a slow news day, I hear, so I thought I'd call in and try to, bring some levity to this show. Something that most people don't
Thank you for
ever
that.
hear between 10 and 12 on Saturday morning.
I have a question for you, little Anthony.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, gotta go. Going through a tunnel.
You're going to spend another $100,000 to do a study on the Chrysler site. We've already determined the best use of that property, and it's called Perverts World. It's a gated community, and you put all the perverts in there, and you surround them with a gate. You run the trolley in there, and you don't worry about the contamination cleanups. That'll take care of another problem. So, why are you guys wasting your money?
Perverts World, or should we just call it Barter Mansion 2?
I am not a pervert.
He goes to meetings.
That gal got her shoes and sweater back.
Hey, you guys running a dating service now? Maybe you can hook the guy up with Irish Ruth. She seems like a lively person.
Well, I asked him, and he said he would take it under consideration. And I don't know that we want to do that to Mark. He'd be what they call a first-time caller, last-time listener.
If that thing hit off, and there would be like a wedding at the
for one of the production meetings.
Oh yeah, we'd have them married. Hey, how's this? We have them each get on each side, one side of the 50th Street Bridge, meet in the middle, and we'll have our father Marcus marry him right there in the middle of the bridge, and then we can.
It's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing.
That almost happened for a different event.
And then we have them hold hands and they jump in.
I mean, could this show actually bring joy to someone's life? Could this show actually?
Well, not if they're getting married, Anthony.
What's your question, Mr. Barter?
Oh, why are you having a study? I thought you're just having a feel-good study, and then you're going to have another $50,000 study to study the study.
Had a study.
Yeah, I thought you already studied the study.
Well, as any good bureaucracy knows, just because you have a study and then you have a study that studies the study, then you need a study that tells you what the study told you.
Right.
Come on, man.
Okay.
You got to find somebody that gives you the result that you want.
Yeah,
that's the entire thing.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know we were doing another study. It must have been something I missed.
It was in the front page of the paper.
Don't you show up for those meetings? Come on, that's your job.
Which one?
They call them city councils. Silly councils. Hey, you guys.
Sometimes I run them.
Isn't that in your district? Is that in the 10th district?
No. I redistricting. I lost the Bonnie Hain piece in redistricting, so I had the parking lots behind the. Right there on 30th, behind the auto parts store. I had the parking lots for the old redistricting, but now I don't. It's all in Butch's.
Whose district is that in? Juliana's?
That's all in Butch's. That's all in Pat's.
Well, then he should be calling us and wasting our time.
I've been reading the paper. I seriously, there was a study. There's something like that they were doing.
Huge article, picture, and everything. Well, I don't know. I hate to tell you this, but Nixon's no longer president. So
what?
Yeah, when did that happen? I know.
Well, I'm going to vote for Carter. I'm not going to be bored and vote for Ford. I'm going to be smart and vote for Carter.
Well, Anthony, I don't know if you brought any humor to this program, but you certainly.
The last thing we did with there is we hired a consultant. I didn't.
Yeah, to do a study.
Consultant.
Yeah,
we
to do a study.
Consultant. They pay $100,000.
No. Hey, wait. Hey, Anthony, wait.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Well, good morning, everybody. If you just joined us, this is Uncle Scotty Barter on the way to outer space, Spider Dome. This is the July 21st pick-to-click edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP on your radio dial. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. We take serious journalism to an all-time high, spanning the globe, reporting on national stories, state stories, and local issues. I am shocked that Alderman Kennedy didn't know they were doing a study on the study. And he initially said that he called in to bring some levity to the program, and apparently all he did is kill 80 minutes.
Well,
I didn't want to cut him off, but the news is the news.
We don't have a choice. Yeah, you get the hard cut. So
you get the
sorry
hard
about
cut.
that, Anthony.
Yeah, if you want to waste another 8 minutes of our time, call us back. But bring something funny to the table, or something of interest. Don't also joining us this morning. Soon to be named the recipient of this year's Corbell Peace Prize, my relationship advisor, Elmo Schneider.
So, Scott, I heard, Wayne played the thing, going places where no man has ever gone before, and that doesn't describe your dating pool. So.
We don't want to go there. I'm in enough trouble. God almighty.
Is that what the text message, the hate mail's about there, Scotty? Oh... That's a yes.
I was going to make a clarification when I was at the St. Mount Carmel's Festival. Yes, I was talking to a lovely woman who, before this show, was a dear friend of mine. Thanks, Elmo. But, what we do here is, we just screw around and...
Right.
And it has, but there was no intent to...
no.
Make,
Well... except for the fact that you played it down and said you weren't with a woman at the Mount Carmel thing. So,
well,
which is it? You're kind of flip-flopping
I
here.
was with a charming lady.
Okay.
And she was my friend before we started, but I hope she's still my friend afterwards. But I was in no way trying to. I'm trying to dig my way out of this.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you for helping me, Elmo.
I didn't say anything about another woman. I just.
Just why don't you just put me 6 feet and throw more dirt on top of me?
I thought you opted for cremation. So.
Yeah, well, as Casey says, fire won't go off for a week. Hey, Spider, maybe I'll go with you and Gunga on the mothership and take me out of here. And performing as our engineer and board operator, a role model in his own right, Wacky Wayne graces us with his present. Now, I always ask you every Saturday, is any reason why the Lord should be weeping? Well, I'll answer that for you.
Oh, okay, you got it? I was going to say that Shirley's getting more action than you are. She got Joe on one hand, Gunga on the other, but on the plus side, you've got a phone call.
And Mark.
And I'm getting all the hate
got the
texts.
dating game going. So.
All right.
There he is.
All right, let's
Sorry about
get to
that,
the bottom
Anthony.
of this.
All right,
We hired a consultant.
Yes.
That's going to help implement the plan. There is not another study there. I'm not sure what you guys are taking out of this. So.
Well, what do you need a consultant? You have a study. Can't you guys read? Just do whatever the consultants or the study says.
No, what about Pervert World?
Yeah, what about that? It's got some merit to it.
Well, someone wrote the Voice of the People the other day, make it a hunting preserve since we get deer in there now. I mean, I thought of like a go-kart track for everyone with four-wheelers if you don't have to go all the way up north to run them.
Why don't
How
about this?
There. We put some berms and stuff, and you run your four-wheelers right there in the middle of the city.
Well, that's exciting as hell.
Seriously, we do have the ULI study, which is the Urban Land Institute. They're suggesting that we quarter that parcel and continue 28th, I believe 28th Avenue through the parcel, and I forgot what the street was that should go through. There's some recommendations in there, but one of the recommendations in that ULI study is that we need someone to shepherd this project so that this is their focus, their main focus. I don't want it to be someone's additional responsibility that's in community development, neighborhood inspections, or someone's additional responsibility that's in administration, or someone's additional responsibility that's in public works.
Hey, count us in.
They all have primary responsibilities of meeting constituent responsibilities now. We need someone who's going to be laser focused on that.
That's us. We're laser.
Anthony, why is this a city responsibility? Why don't they just sell it and let a developer take it over?
I don't think they can.
It was on the market, man. The Chinese came and took a look at it.
Oh, the Chinese.
We had it on the market for quite some time, and the only ones who nibbled at it was the Chinese, and they were not interested.
Hey,
and again, the market has changed a lot. So, 100-something acres in the middle of the city, but we did not clean it to a residential standard.
Okay.
Remember, there was 3 standards that we could clean it to: an industrial standard, a commercial standard, or a residential standard. Each one being increasingly more expensive. We took the middle road and we cleaned it to a commercial standard.
Andy, here's you brought in a couple points of a not a go-kart, but a 4-wheel drive and a hunting. Here's what we do. We hang on now. We berm it all up, and you allow hunting on 4-wheel deals. And with perverts, now, what can be a better match? You put a gun in the hand of a pervert on a 4-wheel.
Here's my concern. What you think is a pervert, I might call friends and family. So that's you make the pervert distinction. That's the problem. Like I think Steve Casey's a pervert, but I think other people think he's a pretty nice guy.
This is why we have
chicken
I hope
sandwich.
Steve Casey just spit out his beer as we're talking.
Yeah, you stole his sandwich. He's been, Hey, are you still over there at TG's? Filling up on all that mashed potatoes and meatloaf?
Really? Oh, yeah, because I'm a fat guy, and fat guys eat a lot. Got it, Scott. And you are a drunk, and you drink a lot. All right. So now we've got that. We've put that together. Can we move on?
A drunk. Jeez, you want a second opinion? You're ugly too.
But seriously, that's the reason. For those who remember their history, CABA came out of the city. That was a city department, and that thing moved forward, and it became its own entity. But it came out of the city department, and in the ULI, they actually make a reference to something like that, a partnership with the city, basically someone whose focus is that development, not a secondary responsibility.
Hey, answer me this question. ULI, is that the same group that brought us the trolley? It was. Aha, Anthony. What are they going to bring, another trolley and extend it out to there?
Urban Land Institute.
Yeah.
Urban Land Institute,
We call it, they must have been on the Bourbon Land Institute.
You and you wish. Don't you wish? But hey, you know, keep dissing my trolley. Go ahead. Keep dissing my trolley. People come into our city because of that trolley.
I actually saw people riding that.
I'm sure there are business people downtown who would like to see who would be very upset if we stopped running the trolley and having that amenity for people to come.
I am pro-trolley.
Now, the reason you guys, and I say y'all, you guys, you people, you should be upset with us, not because we built phase 1. We got funding for phase 2, had it in the bank, and we didn't give a plan for phase 3, which really would have become an integrated transportation system then. We never applied for phase 3. We got phase 1, we got phase 2. That's where you guys should be up in arms about, is that there was a lack of vision to apply for phase 3.
You're making my hair hurt.
Scott has a lack of vision every Friday afternoon. You know that.
Days ending in Y.
So what's on the horizon for the City Council before the end of summer? Anything?
I don't think there's anything earth-shattering coming down the pike right now. There's some things in reference to development that's going to be really exciting, but I don't think those are ready for prime time yet.
That's okay. This is just
us.
Hey, I'm going to Germany for the Sister City program. I'm going to represent the city of Kenosha.
You look fully German to me. You going to wear those short little pants?
Well, if that'll turn you on.
There's World War III starting right now.
Anthony Kennedy and Lederhosen.
Maybe that could be a. I mean, you want to be on a sled in some kind of Speedo or something.
Right.
I don't know
wanted
what
you
that
on the
was all
ice.
about.
Yeah.
I can just see him. I can just see you at the. I can just see you at the town square being introduced. This is.
I don't know if you noticed, but the Germans are a rather round people, man. They're rather rotund people. I think I'll fit right in.
I know.
All right, Anthony, you successfully killed another 8 minutes. So.
Hey, doing what I can to help. Man.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
See you, Anthony.
Boy, that was painful. Hey, if nobody's won the secret word yet, and if you happen to win, we'll send you a $20 gift card. Call us 262-694-1050.
We have the top 9 coming up.
No, it's written in our home office on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, where gray hairs matter. This week's top 10 thought-provoking categories. The top 10 signs your neighbor is a spy. Number 10, constantly bragging how good he looks wearing a trolley driver's uniform. That'd be Anthony Kennedy, wearing a trolley driver's uniform. Short pants. Number 9, was declared the winner of this year's Rotary softball tournament. Number 8, every Halloween gives all the snot-nosed little kids shots of Russian vodka. Number 7, excuses himself from the happy hour to rendezvous with a submarine in the Lincoln Park Lagoon. Number 6, you catch him going through your garbage dressed like Nancy Pelosi. Number 5, when you mention that you're having problems in the bedroom, he says, yeah, I know. Number 4, claims the stealth bomber in his garage is really a golf cart. Number 3, always ordering Chinese roadkill for takeout. Number 2, is listed on President Trump's family and friends plan. And the number 1 sign that your neighbor is a spy, he claims he's a former Kenosha alderman, and the next thing you know, you wake up naked in Summers. I took courage to do that one.
Pretty good timing.
Yeah, not bad on the timing there, buddy.
Getting better.
Look at you go.
So lowering the adrenaline level.
Jesus, now I got more.
You want to take a time out? You want me to just play a song here so you can respond to your emails, text messages?
No.
You sure?
We can play Stump the Chumps. I'm going through this.
You'll make it through, Scotty. You're strong. You can do it.
Geez, I can't win for losing here. I don't get this. Anyway, hey, look, boys and girls, the clock on the wall here at Studio A says it's 11:19, and everybody knows what that means. It's time for all our listeners to strut their stuff and to stump the chumps. And if you're successful in stumping the chumps, you will then have the privilege and high honor of joining us as a guest host on an upcoming show, like Dick did. Richard,
like Dick or Pete or Little Ricky.
Little Ricky.
We've had a few people.
Yeah. And this is a huge opportunity for our audience to bring something of intelligence, sophistication, or just general nonsense and prove to the rest of the Kenosha Today nation that we are barely smarter than a fifth grader. Now, you don't have to clear the lines officially.
No, I think we're okay on that.
We're going to take a trivia question. Probably get hate mail now.
Yeah, by the truckload, I'm sure.
And the first caller to successfully stump the Kenosha Today chumps, which this morning consists of Elmo, Spider Ronnie, Wacky Wayne, and myself. Phone lines are clear, 262-694-1050. Now, hit me with your best shot. Okay. I can go on to the next thing now, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey, how about if I
While
read
we're waiting for a call.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for a call. The phone lines must be clogged. Yeah. Big thank you to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, 49.
Okay.
Big thanks to KRS Painting Corporation, special act
Stump
to
the
some of
chumps.
these hard-hitting news stories. Homeless man entered a Berkeley house through an open window. And this is in California. Eddie Lee Langford, the third is the guy's name. He enters this and through an unlatched window, and so when this is a vacant house, it's a big house, and so he goes in there, and the cleaning people come in. And he says, "I'm the new manager here. Take the day off." So he sends the cleaning people home and bilks and cleans out the house.
Okay.
Eddie Lee Langford III, and so he gets in jail, and get this, they found amphetamines in his belongings. I mean, he was on a druggie. He was
Probably.
a druggie. And they also took the guy's 2016 is it a Tesla Model X?
Tesla.
That's a pretty expensive car, isn't
It's
it?
a pretty expensive car, yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that means absolutely nothing to anybody. And I when I read these things, sometimes I'm thinking there's a potential there for a story to embellish, but not
in that case.
not that
Pretty
one.
boring.
So he's a homeless guy, robbed a house?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just thought the unique part, he sends the guys home and he takes the guy's expensive car.
Right.
And that he had drug paraphernalia.
It happens all the time.
Yeah. See, now he would be a perfect fit for pervert's world.
Well, he's not a pervert, though.
Well, he could be.
He's a criminal, yes, but not a pervert.
Well, I guess we'd have to have somebody define what a pervert is. Elmo. Don't go to him.
Let's call up Bill Clinton. He's good with definitions.
Yeah, we'd have with all those guys that've been convicted of crimes over the last couple years. We start with that guy Anthony Weiner, out in where was he from, Elmo?
Was he
in New Jersey.
Yep.
And
Well, he was only like sexting underage girls, so that was the whole thing.
So according to Google, a pervert is a person whose sexual behavior is regarded as abnormal and unacceptable.
Elmo?
Isn't that rather subjective?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hey, in that guy's case, did he know she was underage?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I
see,
have no
now
idea.
that could be. He could have been lured by.
I
that.
think he did know. And
Yeah.
that was the attraction.
Yeah, that was the
So,
attraction. So,
Other
well,
than being a 45-year-old sheriff's deputy with a beard who was impersonating a 15-year-old girl.
yeah, yeah, that
So
might
who's the real pervert here?
that might cross the line a little
The
bit.
45-year-old man pretending to be a 15-year-old girl. Yep.
Well, they do it all the time.
Yeah. And
Living out fantasies.
going back to the Chrysler site, I thought they had it on the market, but the Chinese don't want it.
When they first tore that place down, I had the plan for it. Me and another radio talk show host from this station who happens to be on weekday mornings. I proposed a plan to him, which I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
So We were going to buy it from the city for $1. We throw in 50 cents a piece to buy the thing.
Okay.
And then we were going to split it in half and declare sovereignty, because this is back when the Indians were trying to buy the dog track and stuff like that. So we would do that and try to secede from the United States as two countries, and we're going to have Palmaria and Elmania as two separate countries there, and declare war on each other. And the war would declare we'd each have a navy, which would be like a 16-foot wooden boat or aluminum. Maybe aluminum would be good, with girls in bikinis throwing water balloons at each other over the border. And then we would apply to the United Nations for billions of dollars in reparations for war damages and stuff.
I got to
like
be
that.
honest with you, Elmo. I see no flaws in that plan.
I think it'll work out perfectly. So,
who do we see? Do we have to file some paperwork, an application, to get this off the ground?
we
can. I mean, I don't know where we go. Who do we go to see?
But you start with going to the city to see about buying that area property.
Painted pianos in there too.
Yeah, we can put the pianos in there.
So we had, King Palmer and King Elmo. We had both have our own.
You gave
separate
yourself
kingdoms in there. So okay,
you gave yourself the title of king.
Well, I wanted to be the Grand Poobah, but
the Grand Poobah. Well, I don't know. That seems to have some. Not a lot of flaws, but there are a lot of unanswered questions. How do you succeed? You'd have to succeed from the city and then the state
we have to
and then the
secede from
country.
the United States. Yeah, right.
You don't think the people in the city will say, "Hey, we're not going to let you"?
Well, we just sue for damages. Then that's the whole place of getting money. That's
You keep bringing up this lawsuit stuff. You fall off a chair. You must have bumped your head. Now, why do you want to sue for damages? I don't know. It just seems to be some flaws in there. Some of these stories I have here aren't really worth the paper and the time that I took to print these up here.
Why did you bother to print them?
Well, I thought that there was...
it wasn't on Excel, was it?
No, I did them one at a time. A couple guys here that were charged stealing $8 million in rare books from the Carnegie Library. They've been working there for like 20 years.
Yep.
And they'd go in and cut some stuff out, and $8 million worth.
How many books are in the Barter Library?
Well, we've got a...
It's probably better if we don't find out what kind.
Well,
not those kind.
I brought that up last week, that they put one of those mini libraries up in the front of Barter Manor, but all there were used gentlemen's magazines. So
used.
The pages stuck together.
1996 was a good year, let me tell you. See, this is why I end up with all of these texts and hate mails, because tell everybody you're kidding. No, seriously, tell them you're kidding. Elmo, tell them now.
I take nothing seriously. That's
right. See,
well, there's a couple things I take seriously, but for 99% of life, I do not take seriously.
All right. See, so that's we have to actually have our own disclaimers right here live on the air. And do you see my phone light up now? No. They're probably calling you a liar, and that I paid you.
I never lie.
Well, I wasn't lying either. But I don't have to describe my life to who out there. Everybody.
There's no fake news here.
Right. I think we should take our.
You want to take a break?
Yeah. How much is this going to be?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. All right, we'll be back. We are back and heading down the home stretch on the Kenosha Today trolley ride this morning. If you just joined us, this is the July 21st edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live to over 1.4 million people residing in the WIP listening areas. We are being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with the host of many other very fine local businesses. This morning cast of characters, Elmo Schneider.
Good morning.
Hey, when Kennedy was talking about, I remember there was phase 2 about the trolley. Remember they had $8 million and they were had a couple different routes. They were going to go up to the band shell and come back around. And then all of a sudden, We Energies told them, well, you have to ante up another $10 million to relocate the things. That was phase 2. I never heard of a phase 3.
Yeah,
I think and he's stretching it. He's making it up.
I have no idea.
Hey, how is Kennedy Drive holding up?
How's Kennedy Drive holding up?
Anthony Kennedy Drive?
Yeah, I haven't been down there in so long. Is it still?
Well, it's still rough. I mean, what are you going to do? It's always that way.
It's got the speed bumps. Well, they had put the speed bumps in, but then they took them out because people complained. So.
Of course, Spider Ron, this could be his last Saturday with us, and when he leaves for the mothership. Do you have a reservation? Is that tonight or
we
tomorrow?
haven't talked about the blood moon. That's coming up on Friday. The longest lunar eclipse for 1,000 years or something. Like
so what do we have to do for that?
Well, it's a sign of the apocalypse.
It is?
Yes.
So are we going to be here next Saturday, or?
Well, I don't know. It's Friday night.
Is that going to override my hate mail?
Probably not.
I don't think so, no.
It's probably tied into the apocalypse. You'd be okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep the time slot open.
Okay.
So what if it's cloudy and you don't? Explain what the lunar moon or what this you're just describing.
Well, the blood moon is a lunar eclipse where the Earth is between the sun and the moon. So the moon, instead of being bright like it is when the sun is reflecting off of it, it looks dark because it's in the shadow of the Earth.
Yeah, what did we have? About a year ago we had one of those. Or was the other? We had one of those.
Well, it happens fairly often. They have partial eclipses of the moon, but this is a full eclipse visible from this part of the thing, and it will be for the longest period of time.
So I don't have to actually go out and moon anybody per se.
What you do so on a regular basis, but it's okay.
No wonder my
we're
neighbors,
not going to stop you.
No wonder my neighbors keep pulling their shades down. Hey, if you happen to miss this show today, you probably didn't miss much, but it'll be on tomorrow at noon, and you can don't forget to like us on Facebook. The status of the Secret Word Challenge this morning. To win a $20 Boathouse gift card from Barter's Financial Planning Services. It's still yet to be unnamed.
Still not being
named, I should say. You got a hint there, Elmo?
I really don't, but
well, come up with it.
There's a lot of them happening right now.
Why don't you just tell everybody?
How do they do?
I don't want to give out $10 or 20. What did I say? 20? All right.
Just take it 25.
Well, listen to you.
It's not my money.
That's now sponsored by KRS Painting. And now, boys and girls, it's time for this week's special editorial segment, High Five Zingers and Doofuses. As the
rocket
turns like the sands in the hourglass in the days of our lives. This week's high five goes to Troy Pekka and Kathy Kennedy, who reacted to seeing flames coming from their neighbor's house, kicked in the door, and helped save 2 children and their parents to safety. They were just sitting around thinking, were they just sitting around thinking, today I'm going to be a hero? Obviously not. However, their quick thinking and fast acting allowed a family of 4 to see another day. To Troy and Kathy, we salute you for your heroism. And now, this ought to be a challenge. This week's Zinger, Elmo.
This week's Zinger, we go to Europe for the Spanish Defense Department, who engaged a state-controlled engineering firm to design their new submarine. And after the first time through in 2013, they found the thing, if they submerged it, may not come back to the surface when they wanted it to. So they redesigned it at a cost of $600 million, that doubled the cost to $1.2 billion. And lengthened the thing by 30 feet so they can get enough air in it to make sure it would surface. And then when they got them back in, and they've ordered 4 of these things now, they figured out it couldn't fit in the dock in the military base where it was going. So, and the best line was, a former Defense Department employee said, there was a misplaced decimal point someplace in the plans, but nobody thought to review it. So
sounds like Kenosha's planning
exactly
department.
It. So far, we have found no collusion whatsoever between the City of Kenosha Engineering Department and the Spanish government. But we'll wait to see what comes up.
What's $600 million amongst friends? My God, quit being so nitpicky. Hey, and this week's Doofus Award goes to the softball players from Square One who walked off the field during the championship game at last Sunday's Rotary softball tournament, all because they were caught using an illegal bat. Shame, shame, shame. To that we say,
Poppycock.
Besides, there's not supposed to be any crying in baseball. Here it is, a charity softball tournament in which the Rotary Club donates all their profits back to the community. It's bad enough that they got to pay the city $15,000 to put up a fence around the park, supposedly to keep the alcohol out. Maybe what they should build is a 15-foot wall to keep the morons out. Oh, and by the way, congratulations to Squirrels for winning the women's championship. At least they conducted themselves like gentlemen. And there you have it, folks, as the rocket turns for this Saturday, July 21st, 2018. I'm Scotty Barr, and I approve this message. Well, we have pretty much of an open... Did we read the second one for Pete's?
No.
Nope.
You read that one.
Oh.
And then I read the Boathouse one, and I read that one. Other deck there, Wacky Wayne. The sun's out.
The sun's out?
Yeah, the sun's out for now.
Hopefully Frank Carmichael can get in his Tribute Island on Saturday, and it's supposed to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got tickets for that, don't you?
Yes.
And I was going to the St. Therese Festival, at least
that's
I was
the plan.
Before I started this show.
Right, okay. Whether you go there now is another story.
You can still go.
I know, but...
All right.
I think,
Is the fun all gone now?
yeah, the luster is off the...
The shine's off this penny.
Shines off the trophy. Okay.
Yeah. 68 years old, and the shine is gone.
I know nothing. Nothing.
You know, anyway, we have nobody called in to stump the chumps. We can still play that, 262-694-1050. If you have any questions about, the roads, we've talked about the roads deteriorating. Man, that Sheridan Road,
Yeah.
all the way up, is just a disaster, and so is 22nd Avenue.
Well, it's obviously under construction now, so maybe if you didn't drive through
couldn't
the
tell the
construction
difference. Couldn't
zone-
tell the difference. Well, they started.
Why the hell is this road so bad?
Take out a road closed.
Right.
I thought it was local traffic only, so I thought, what the
There
heck?
you go. You're local.
I'm local
You're
and live.
traffic.
That's
Yeah,
what we call it.
There you go.
See?
Live and local.
Live and local. Some of these stories I have aren't all that.
Yeah, they're still
exciting,
calling
so-
for
They're pretty
scattered
boring.
showers.
Still
Yeah.
on the Doppler.
According to the National Weather Service,
Are they coming back around off the lake?
it doesn't give me a Doppler. I'd have to dig
What
somewhere else.
kind of news guy are you?
I'm not.
How do you expect to advance to the?
I don't
the
want to
high,
be a news guy. Come on now.
Well, you don't want to be a Pete Sargent,
No, I'm okay with that. I will let Pete be Pete.
a Bill Lawrence, or Lenny Palmer,
No,
or
not
Dan,
a news guy.
Yeah, it's doing
whatever his name is. We got there's festivals coming up all the way next week,
Yeah.
in the weekend.
and we've got Taste of Wisconsin. Hey, is our buddy Pat Garrett singing at that? He's usually on. Kayla is okay.
I don't know about Pat.
I got to find out from him. He gave me a. If anybody knows Pat Garrett, or tell him to call me,
Lonesome Dove.
because he sang down there at the Johnson
Yeah.
stage probably about 3:30 or 4, somewhere in the middle of the afternoon. Always packed him in there, and he's got a phone number. I tried to get a hold of him to the parade, but turned out this number belongs to his girlfriend, and I guess Uncle Scotty and Emma are not one. I've never met the lady,
Right.
but here I got that thing going.
I did
there.
try to call him. How do you know I'm persona non grata?
No. I guess I misspoke. See, I get.
I texted him and never heard back.
Yeah, I even never met this gal, and she doesn't like me.
Yeah. She's probably heard stories.
But I didn't do anything.
Doesn't matter. There's stories.
Story, see?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all.
All you got to hear is one piece of gossip, and then they take it and run.
Hey, you know how you spread gossip?
You just say something.
No. You tell somebody. I got to tell you something. Don't tell anybody.
Right.
I did that. I forget what the situation is. You can't tell anybody. And I
All of a
knew.
sudden, everybody
Yeah.
knew.
Next thing, it's all over Facebook and social media.
All of a sudden, you're running for mayor again. Got it.
Yeah, you got Anthony
right.
Kennedy.
Yeah, even he's chiming in saying
Yeah.
you're running. I guess there's a rumor. Maybe somebody's putting you on the ballot and you don't know.
Well, I'm not running for mayor.
Not on purpose, anyways.
Well, not by accident either. You think I got hate mail now?
All right.
Yeah.
Just wait. Just wait.
I don't need that. So anyway, it's and then after that we got Holy Rosaries on St. Peter's, Holy Rosary, St. Elizabeth,
Yeah.
and then we got all the way through. Then you got Labor Day with the big car show downtown, which should be good this year because 6th Avenue is complete.
I'm just wondering, why do the Lutherans not have festivals? It's all the Catholics that have festivals.
Now, that's a good point. If anybody has an answer to that, 262-694-1050.
Why don't the Lutherans party like the Catholics?
Well, see, this is how
They
things get
actually do,
misinterpreted. Yeah, but why don't they have festivals? You know, St. Mark's used to have one, too.
Yeah.
And don't forget, St. Mary's, I think, is going to have a festival. So
Yep.
there'd be no reason why, like, a St. Mary's Lutheran. And, you know, Shirley goes to Trinity. Shirley, call me back and tell me why Trinity's not having
Volunteers.
give me a.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Hey, Scott, how are you?
Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
I'm still in the middle of medical stuff. I'm having my gallbladder out.
Oh.
You didn't need it
Okay.
anyways. It's
Yeah,
extra.
That's right.
It's waste of time. When you have a
I
net,
hear you.
when you have a net taken out,
What's that?
when you having it taken out,
About 3 weeks from now.
you only have one gallbladder, right?
Yep.
Right. Only one.
So they're not going to replace this. You just
Live without.
You live without, right? Mm-hmm. What exactly does a gallbladder do for you?
It produces bile.
Filters bile.
Where the heck are you? In a truck stop or something?
I'm in my car. I'm driving.
Okay, don't get in trouble though.
I have a stump to trump for you.
Okay, we'll see. Go
All
ahead.
right,
What's
give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
All right. It's in the area of current events in the news.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A recently said they're going to do something different that they haven't done, and they're altering their something they've done, and it's going to start next year.
Who said this?
What is it that Chick-fil-A is going to
Oh,
do that
Chick-fil-A?
they- Yeah.
I would say they're going to be open on Sunday.
They're going to start this next year.
Yep.
They're not open on Sundays now.
No, they don't. They're closed on Sunday.
Hey, before we get to this, did you hear what this kid? He was born in a Chick-fil-A, and they gave him free dinner for the rest of his
Oh,
life.
I heard about that. Yeah. Yeah, for the rest of their life. Yeah.
So does this have anything to do with that?
No.
Or
no.
they? Oh, I know what they're going to do because of this kid being born there. They're going to put a drive-through where you can just drive through and have your kid, and get a Chick-fil-A, and out you go in about 30 seconds.
Now, the great thing about this one, is
No, you're guessing, but that's not the answer.
He didn't give an answer yet.
no, I gave an answer.
Okay.
I said they're gonna allow them to be open on Sunday.
Okay, that's
No.
They're going to discontinue their cow
No.
calendar.
all right. They're going to what, Wayne?
Discontinue their cow calendar.
They're going to discontinue their calorie counter.
No,
Wayne,
calendar.
Wayne, you have hit it again.
I'm a
That's the
lucky
man.
guy like that.
The only one with the, he's the only
You
one with
are
the
the
computer.
MVP of the team today.
Oh yes,
Well, that's why we're a team here.
that's right. We all enjoy the
Work
winnings
together.
and we all enjoy the losings, right, guys?
I haven't gotten any text messages today at all.
Right? When one goes down, we all go down. Is that how it works?
Nah, I don't think so.
Well, here's
It's probably
the
not a
deal.
good idea if we do that. Just saying.
Here's the deal. If it was an average listener against any one of you, we'd have a chance. But against the mind trust of every one of you, there isn't a chance in hell.
Yeah, you're right. That. Hey, so how long are you going to be laid up with this
So
gallbladder?
they're going to go in. They're going to do the laparoscopy where you're going through
Yep,
the midsection, and then they got a camera and they do stuff like that.
Hey, you going to take
I
pictures?
got no. They make like just a tiny little
The
slit
next time I
incision.
can attend a board meeting, and I'll be able to, I will bring pictures of my colonoscopy.
Oh boy, that just.
You guys haven't seen a photo book like that in a while,
No,
have you?
we haven't.
No,
Ooh, boy.
it's been a little bit.
Well, you going to bring autographed pictures and?
Hand them out to all the kids.
And by the way, I was there last night. I had tickets for
Tribute Island.
the Tribute Island, and it got canceled.
Well, where
Yep,
were
we
you?
were there
What
too.
time?
Pardon me?
What time did you come in? I was there.
I got there about between 5 and 5:30.
Well, I was still there. My daughter was there.
Yeah, we were at the
Oh, you
boathouse.
were?
Yeah,
we
we
were
were
all
at the
sitting at
boathouse.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Well, where'd you think we'd be?
Well, that's where I was telling people to go. I told this one lady when it was canceled, I recommended her to go to the boathouse and have a Long Island.
Yeah, you know how many women have told me where to go? And that was just
within the last
since
2
we
hours.
started
The
here.
last 15 minutes.
So how long are you going to be laid up for this?
I got to take it easy just for a little while, but they said it's going to take a while for my system to regulate, so I may be running to the bathroom quite a bit the first week or two. I'm not sure.
Now, Dennis, they do it almost like arthroscopic knee surgery, don't they? Make a very small incision and basically put a vacuum cleaner in there
And suck it out.
and suck it out through the small incision. Correct?
I didn't quite catch everything you said.
Well, anyway, basically, it says they put a needle in you and they put
No. They make a very small incision and go in with a camera and
Right,
cut what they
exactly.
need to cut, and they suck it out with a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do.
Yep.
Well, make sure we get some photos. And is this a licensed doctor that you're going to?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, a little
He-
hesitation there, right?
He was voted most likely in his class not to pass the medical exam, but he made it, he said.
Is this Dr. Bendova?
Dr.
I believe-
Yeah.
I believe that surely is his name.
If this doctor shows up with a turban and there's a camel parked in the parking lot, you might want to ask for a copy of his credentials.
Well, I'll just tell him I know Gunga, and everything will be all right.
And I wouldn't let my hospital gown, make sure that's securely tied. You don't want to let that open because you never know
That's true.
what is going to go on there. So how's the missus taking all this?
Oh, she's doing really good. She's rapidly heading toward 200 LBS.
All right. Well,
Great. Now, is she going to care for you during your convalescence?
Is she going? I probably won't need that much care because, like you said, it's an outpatient thing, and they go through, so it's not a big surgery like it used to be.
do we have to get you a card?
No, because I'd have to have someone read it to me.
Okay. Wayne, memo to Wacky Wayne.
Yeah.
Take him off the card list.
Take him off the
we
list.
don't need
All
him.
right.
All right.
Don't send him a card.
So
Got it.
Save the $4.95.
I'll send you some dead flowers in the morning. That's it. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
so you'll be able to call us next week, right?
I should be able to. That's correct.
All right. Well, we'll count on you.
And I'm counting on you guys to keep Kenosha today.
We're keeping Kenosha on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
That's it.
Sorry it took so long to get to there, Dennis. But
Yeah, we knew we'd come around.
I know.
Thanks,
well,
Dennis.
Wayne made up for it by guessing the answer, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right, Dennis.
Take it easy,
Good
guys.
luck.
Thanks, Dennis. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. Who else?
Get off your phone, Scott.
This is. Any rate, what are we doing? I should get my gallbladder ripped out, but they ain't going in with a arthroscopic. Somebody's going to go in with
So
a butcher knife. Yeah.
We know what Scott's doing today. He's digging himself out of a hole. So Elmo, you heading over to Tribute Island today?
Yeah, we'll see.
Depends on how the weather holds.
Yeah, I gotta check the radar out and maybe put some grub killer on my parents' lawn.
Boy, there's a fun afternoon. Hey, good morning. You're in Kenosha today.
Oh, this is Captain Mike. I was wondering where the dunk tank is with Sheriff Best on this guy. This Peter Barker, man. I wanted to throw. I actually like to throw. If you were the dunk tank, I'd like to throw.
Oh, well, we're just trying to liven it up a little bit here.
Yeah, funny stuff.
Well, you made an innocent error when you thought Sheriff Best